ChatGPT search is here, and oh, baby, this could be the game changer that Google is really going to need to look out for, because why in the world would you ever use Google again if you can use ChatGPT search? So let's take a look at both how to use it, what it's important, and how you can leverage this for growth in your business and creativity and productivity. So number one, if you're on the web version of ChatGPT or on the app anywhere, you'll just notice right here, this little button, boom, click this, search on the web. And now this thing can search anything that you want. What was the score of last night's Jets versus Texans game? Whatever, boom. Nice and simple. And now this thing will give us real-time search data, which is very big because previously one of the big holes in ChatGPT was you need to make sure whatever you're using that it was either ultra reliable or you didn't care about the reliability of it, like a marketing strategy versus I need this for a legal document. So in here, boom, it gives us sources. Wow, gives us exactly everything that we're looking for. And why this is important for you is actually coming from how in the world I saw this. So Sam Altman on Twitter posted, search is my favorite feature we have launched in ChatGPT since the original launch. It has probably doubled my usage over the past few weeks. Success leaves breadcrumbs. If the dude running one of the most game-changing AI companies in the world says something like this, I'm going to pay attention, and you probably should too. So when he says it's his favorite feature, boom. And then one of the other things he talked about was you go and add the ChatGPT search Chrome extension. So ironically enough, go to Google to get the ChatGPT search Chrome extension, and you add it. And here's what this thing will do for you, which is super cool. And it's really getting my gears turning. Instead of just going in here and you would type the same thing you normally would in Google, now this thing's going to work in default directly to ChatGPT. So watch this. We'll have two versions. What was the score in the Jets versus Texans game? We're going to copy this because I'm going to show you two different versions. Boom. So that's going to give us, here's the score, the game recap, the sources, everything. All right. Well, let's try this. Same message. I didn't watch the game, but I'd love a summary in bullet points of the key plays. So now, not only do we just want the score of the game, you can now use this like you're using ChatGPT, because now with us being master prompt engineers, it's like, okay, the Jets defeated the Texans last night, which, side note, first half 7-0 Texans, kind of a boring game. I didn't even feel like I wanted to watch the whole thing. Man, some of these primetime games with the Jets and the Giants, it's like, no, thank you. Side note, going back to this. So looking at the key plays here, look at this. First half, in this one, Malachi Corley, that fumble on the goal line, holy smokes, that was a bad look for the Jets. But here it is. Here's just the first half, the second half. So now it didn't just give us the score. This thing gave us the key plays and all this. But let's try this. You're like, wow, I would love to create a blog post about this because maybe I'm a sports writer. All right. I would love to create a blog post about this. World-class comedic. So here we go. So for anybody out there who's a writer in the world of sports, this is for you. Jets snap losing streak with a hand from Garrett Wilson. Look at that. Shout out to that Garrett Wilson catch last night. Oh, baby, I got him on my fantasy teams, 2 touchdowns. Man, they needed that because the Jets offense has been trash. Anybody who has Breece Hall, they're not liking it. Garrett Wilson's been up and down, but that was a grab, and his first touchdown was a grab too. That boom, one-handed, and then he has that second MJ-looking one. But here we go. You could just copy this as a blog post that you leverage in some capacity. And of course, we're going to add on our own brand voice and slant and jokes and all those things in there. But look at this possibility, because all we did is normally if you're to, all right, so let's go to Google right now. and see the search results. We're going to do the exact same thing. So we've got this. The first thing we said was, who won the Jets-Texans game last night? So if you were to do this using Google right now, same exact thing. So it's going to give us this, but it's the raw information. And now we have to search through on all of this to find the context that we actually want. The next thing was, let's just put in here this exact thing and see what that happens, as if we were going to be using this in ChatGPT. So I wanted to give me a summary of this. And all it does is default to this game recap. So there is no yes-anding of Google in the way that ChatGPT would do this thing. So because of this, I don't see why you would continue to use Google unless you were looking for specific opinion-based or personality-based content from someone where you're not looking to yes-and it, because the ability to collaborate on all of this is just so important. Because you could say, all right, write me 10 headlines for this using parody as a funny filter. All right, so let's say for this person, they're going to then want to write headlines for either the newsletter or Twitter or something. Boom, look at this. First one, Jets finally find end zone. Fans suspect witchcraft. A+ job by ChatGPT in this one. Just absolutely love that. Boom, we're going with that. So that's the quick reasons why you should use ChatGPT search, how you can use this. This is for right now paid version and Teams level people, which is why I always recommend for just $20 a month, sign up for ChatGPT Plus, because you'll get access to the best stuff. And as Sam Altman shared right here, it has probably doubled my usage over the past few weeks. Doubling our usage of using ChatGPT is only going to be a good thing, because that's where it becomes a force multiplier. So if you liked this, make sure to subscribe on YouTube. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook at Rob Cressy. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of ChatGPT related tools and insights for how you can use it to grow your business and life together. And feel free to become a member of our community. Go to unlimited.coach. Sending tons of good vibes your way.